Alright, so some of you have asked me to introduce Toki. So this is the kennel he hangs out in during the day because he is a little bit of a anxiety pooper. So he actually loves this kennel and goes in it on his own. This is Geneva's old kennel. And that's his place to be. You ready to come out? Ready to come out? Yeah. Hello. How are you today? Yeah. You need to go outside? Now, one thing we've noticed, you'd think being cooped up all day, first thing he'll do is go potty. But not today. Or any other day. He will wander around and be a bit of a goofus. And then just sit. Which is part of the problem we have in the morning too. Where all he likes to do is go out and sit and enjoy the morning. Instead of doing his business, which then has him still loaded for when I go to work. So, a little bit about Toki. He was originally adopted out of a shelter in Idaho and moved to the Eugene, Oregon area and lived with his adopted family for, I believe it's 2 years. And then they gave him up this spring because of a degenerative disease and made it hard for them to continue, or her to continue taking care of Toki. So, as near as I can tell, he was actually turned into the shelter on his 6th birthday. And he was rescued by the Puget Norwegian Elkhound Association. And Jan gave me a call and said, take a look at this boy, and just something about him seemed right. So I went down to Lorelei's place west of Eugene and picked him up on Mother's Day and brought him home. And he's been a pretty good guy ever since. He's got a lot of energy. He's when the first gal adopted him, he was about 45 pounds. She managed to put some weight on him, and when he was pulled up from the kennel, he was close to 70 pounds. So we're working on getting some of the weight off of him. I find it very hard to tire him out. We've gone on some very, very long walks, and I'm tired, but he's not. So he's still got pretty good energy for being a little chunky. Now, just a little side light. There's a little hole in the fence right in there. And that's where our little buddy, the white Chihuahua Princess, used to come through and come over and play. And we're still working on getting that cute little booger back. Because we want our play buddy back, don't we? Of course, Toki's still got Toby, who's on the other side of that hedge every now and then. Again, he's in his kennel all day. Does he need to show any urgency of going potty? No. The only other dog I've had that is Thor. What's the correlation that I can tell so far? Both boys. Apparently taking care of business isn't their highest priority. Anyway, there's my boy Toki, 6 years old. Got him on Mother's Day. Very stretchy and a little bit goofy. Does everything a million miles an hour. Very barky when he meets new people, but settles down pretty quick. Very good at alerting when there are people or cars or all kinds of intruders or the neighbors coming home. But again, he settles down pretty quick and he's a good boy. Right, Toke? Right? Yeah, should we get a close up? Hey. Yeah, it's a good boy. Toki. The newest in the line of Rudolph Elkhounds.